So we'll make sure everything's set up like we do. Got chat up. Make sure I'm running. Looks good so far. Okay. Have this set up right here. All right, we are good to go. We're gonna wait about 5-ish minutes like we did last time. Then we'll go ahead and get started. This is going to be a reaction for Rings of Power episode 7. This did pretty good last week. Yeah, see how many people we get that are interested. How's everybody doing? We jumped from 100 to 132 pretty quick. So I just want to thank you guys for popping in and subscribing to the channel. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are for Scrat still, which is mind-blowing to me. I do have a snack with me for this one. So if you hear some crunchies, it's probably me chewing on some Doritos. I won't be crunching too much, I promise. I'll be watching that so I don't like annoy somebody or blow their ears out or something. Alright, this one here is about 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm guessing it came out sometime last night, early this morning. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I think around my time comes out about midnight, maybe 2. I was recording a series that is going up next week. Yeah, I was playing the shit out of that game. It's a lot more fun than I thought, it would be, but it's kind of a slower game, It's not as much excitement as you would think for a game that is set up the way it is. So, yeah, anybody who's watching this as a VOD, go ahead and skip to like 5 minutes in. That's whenever I'm gonna be starting the episode. So, and if anybody's got an idea on how to get rid of this cough, I am totally down. Please help me. And then also, anybody that's watching this, let me know if you want. Actually, I put up a poll while doing this. Oh, what happened? Okay. End poll. That is not what I wanted. Create poll. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to put stream, or, yeah. I want to know if I should stream or record. That's what I want to do. Oop, not 2 hours and record. There we go. There we go. I'll probably leave that up the entire time. Yeah. Okay. So we're sitting at about 3.5 minutes. We'll go ahead and get it started here soon. Anybody that pops in, thank you again. And anybody who answers the question I got, that would be fantastic. Looking for your guys' input, as always, because you guys are the ones that are going to be watching the stuff. So let me know if you want to see me stream, what time works for you. We'll get a ballpark, because if I end up streaming, I'm going to have to find a time, because I'm going to have to hunt myself a job. Walked out of my last place because they're playing favorites, and I hate people that do that. So we'll go ahead. I got someone who popped in. How's it going? I got a poll going on. If you could let me know, or you just here to chill and watch my reaction to the episode. I hate that there's so much copyright going around. I wish I would be able to like have the episode up so you guys could watch it, because technically I'm paying for this. I don't own it, but I'm paying for it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of ownership kind of thing, because I wouldn't be able to watch it if I didn't pay for it. So I don't know. I know that's not how it works, but I wish that's how it worked. So that way I could show you guys so we could watch it together. If anybody knows of a website that we could do that, put that in the chat box, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start doing it over there because I'm down for that. But we're 5 minutes in, headsets on, got my snacks. Let me show you. I got a whole thing of Doritos. I'm prepared. The only thing I don't have is alcohol because it's still too early for that. Again, I won't be crunching too much. And if I do, I'll mute myself so I won't hurt your guys' ears. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. This is episode 7. If you have Amazon, go ahead and load it up, and we'll watch this shit together. I'm hoping this is okay. I really am. The last one wasn't horrible. The last one wasn't bad. The only downside to this so far is I saw a prelude for the Harfoots. Don't want to deal with the Harfoots, but since they weren't in the last episode, they're going to be in this one. So I'm hoping this is okay. The last thing we saw in the previous episode was Mount Doom went up, erupted, whatever, when they dumped in the water, which, by the way, is not scientifically possible. But anyway, and then Galadriel got swept up by the ash and stuff that comes out of a volcano. So we'll go ahead and hop in, and let's do it. I'm going to skip the intro. Yeah, so it's about an hour and 10 minutes, so. Okay, I don't want subtitles. Get off my screen, please. Thank you. I'm not deaf. Not yet. Alright. Let's see what we get. Maybe I'll just do live reactions to shit all the time. It's not a bad idea. Alright. Lady, you are covered in soot. That's another thing I noticed with this show, too. Why did they show all the potentially good stuff in the fucking trailer? I hate when movies and stuff do that. I really do. Like this is a scene we saw in the trailer. It's her. This village is on fire. She just got freaked out by a horse. A horse. Damn, it got dark real quick. Hold on, guys. Turn on the light. Damn. Didn't expect to get dark this quick. There we go. Damn. Okay. Back to it. Let's do it. I'm going to move this back a bit. I mean, I don't have game audio going, so shouldn't be terribly too loud because I want to munchy, crunchy. I haven't had anything to eat today. Okay, the kid with the sword hilt's still alive. I kind of expected that. Didn't expect them to kill him off. There you go. Who was that? Oh, it's their buddy. It's the price of war, guys. Come on. Y'all knew what you're getting into when you signed up. I get a feeling we're getting a filler episode. Which is okay in its own right if it's done good. Okay. First gripe. There's a building coming down. It's probably the tavern or whatever. Because they're pulling people out, and everybody went to the tavern when the fight started, and probably ran back there for shelter after the orcs and stuff showed up. So pulling people out, the building's collapsing and stuff. There's not even an explosion right away, and the queen gets thrown back. I mean, which is okay. I mean, because you feel the force of an explosion before the actual. Oh, this is right in the way. My bad. Got to play on my phone. My bad. I didn't mean to put that there. But it gets pushed right away. I mean, I don't know if a collapsing building has enough drop for an explosion like that. So my only guess is it's the tavern and the ale or whatever caught on fire and caused the explosion or something. Whatever it was that pushed her back, because a fallen building doesn't have that much oomph. So, first gripe. And we're back with the Harfoots. What are they hauling? Oh shit. Why did I just assume the dude that fell from the sky is evil? You ain't gonna be able to eat that. They just expect him to fix everything? needs a fucking toothbrush. Trees don't talk. Do they not have ents in this? Move back, kid. Why would you run towards something like that? Now that the tree branch fell on them because they ran at the fucking tree, they're gonna think he's evil. Wow. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Hmm. Willing to keep them sponsored for 5 centuries? Pretty good. What? He's begging. Elrond's on his knees begging the king for the mithril. You didn't expect them just to jump on board, did you? It's not how that shit works. Yep. Yep, I agree. The elves want the dwarves to give them mithril so their species doesn't die, but it's against the plan of life, and that's what King just said. Hmm. Okay, so the king just said something kind of interesting. I'm going to pause it on my end for a second. So he doesn't want the dwarves to help the elves because he's worried that something will come out of it, saying that the fate of the elves has been predetermined, um, far longer than when they need help now. So he just said you could be bringing the destruction of Middle Earth if you help them. So I'm curious what that really entails. And this is called the Eye, this episode. So it could be the Eye of the Storm, the Eye, like Sauron's eye, like he's watching already. He's already been watching. And, well, there's been some speculation that Halbrand is actually Sauron. So, I mean, who knows? All right, let's keep going. If you didn't know, there's going to be spoilers. This is back. She is pissed. Force the king's hand? Got a point. He just said why should I teach our kids to go up against their dad? What kind of father, what kind of lesson would that be? And he's right, unless there's reason for it. Uh-oh. He has to know. I imagine the elves would probably invade. If they're desperate, like their species is gonna die, and the only way they can get it's from the dwarves, and the dwarves aren't willing to help, pretty fucking sure they're gonna invade. Yeah, they have to invade. They have to do something. Because Elrond's still alive. Something's got to happen. I still can't get over that one line that was in the last fucking episode. Durin said to Elrond, "Give me the meat and give it to me raw." Like, next time just say cut to the chase. Get to the point. Hell, take the Australian fucking phrase. We're not here to fuck spiders. I mean, just get it over with, man. Oh, okay. So the leaf from the tree that was dying. He just put a piece of mithril next to it, and it's healing. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty good. But it didn't even touch it, so it's... How did it heal it? Like, it just got slid next to it. Like, it didn't touch it. It didn't, like, dust up. You know, like, some parts of it didn't come off. It just went right next to the leaf, and the leaf healed. So, I don't know. Okay, we're back with Galadriel. At least they have their faces covered in soot. I mean, if it was just them not covered in soot from the volcano and that wave of ash that came flying down the fucking volcano, I would be pissed. There's a decent amount of survivors. Most of them look like farmers, though. It doesn't look like much of the soldiers survived, so. No, it's not him. Oh, now she's covered in soot. So it didn't take the explosion of a volcano and a heat wave of fucking ash to cover in soot. It took one potentially exploding building. Hold on. I gotta. Woo! Wow. Okay. Back to the chat. That sneeze. Oof. That hurt. Just watching the playback. My face is red as shit. There's a little bit of a delay, guys. It darkens the heart, called Dark Deeds Good. Says the one who, for the last 300 years, has been hunting one entity. I get they want to show that she's coming back to reality or whatever. But it's so sudden for someone who's had this anger in them for 300 years. It doesn't just poof and go away. Now she's trying to be the high and mighty one. Now she just handed over her sword. Does that mean she's giving up fight? That'll be the day. Show based around a strong, independent woman that just gives up fighting? Nah. Uh oh. Sounds like the queen might have went blind. Yep. So somehow the queen went blind. Must have been the explosion, I'm guessing, is what they're gonna go with. It was right in his face, her face, and it was so bright that it, like, what, fried her retinas somehow? I was just about to say, thank God the Harfoots aren't on screen for much, but now we're back to them. How does he not know how to speak yet? He's got facial expressions down pretty good. I thought Brandyfoot was teaching him how to speak. Okay, well, we got a flower growing on the dead tree, so he did something. And if anybody's watching, I'm going to do a review thing afterwards, so if you want to watch that and see that. They're not even saying anything. Like, you ran into a tree that was collapsing. It's not his fault. Even Brandyfoot doesn't want him to stay. Wow. These Harfoots, man. They like evil. Don't sing. For the love of God, don't start singing. Oh, dodged a bullet. Woof. It's just, why is she giving advice on letting stuff go? It's not her thing. I mean, again, she spent 300 years. If it was 30, maybe, because elves live for fucking ever. But 300 years of just nothing but rage. And now all of a sudden she's going to be the beacon of hope. Really? She needs to show more emotion. This woman's very bland. Okay, finally we got orcs. Damn, they got some good ass hearing. I heard the kid pull the sword out of the sheath. That's some good fucking ears right there. Dude straight up looks like a 80s vampire. Better hope their sense of smell's not good. Okay, their sense of smell is shit. We move at first light, and he says, what light? A. Mithril's the stuff that glows green, right? That's what the sword was. The uh, sword that Frodo had and Bilbo. There's this weird bromance between Durin and Elrond. Why isn't Elrond helping him out? Wow, that was some CGI rocks right there. How many millions or billions for a fucking episode? That's the best CGI rock they could do? That looked terrible. Oh shit. Just got busted by daddy. Uh-oh. Yep. Got busted. Now he's gone. I wonder what they're going to do to Doran. That'd be treason, wouldn't it? Going against what the king said. So who knows how dwarves handle that shit? I'm telling you. Back the elves up into a corner. They're just going to charge in. Sword swinging. And then they're going to try and take all that shit away from them. Okay, so we're with the king, Durin, and Prince Durin right now. I don't know what that means. You just ripped off his collar. He just annexed his own kid? Outcast. Annex is probably a horrible use of words. Yep, he healed the whole thing. And y'all chased him away. Good job. And y'all ran him away. Good job. Jesus. Criminy. I turned my volume down. Oh, stop singing, please. Why do you have to sing? You can't sing. Okay. Oh, it's Eminem. Looks around so fucking creepy like. Well, Eminem, what are you doing in that tree? Okay, she's pointing. She can point. That's something. Damn it, these flies are going all over my Doritos. Why would you yell? Really? Think they're gonna fall for that shit? Look at their faces. Do you think they give a fuck? Yeah, she just sucked up your fire, bro. She, it, whatever the fuck it is. Oh, damn. Just lit the whole fucking place on fire. That's what you get. These Harfoots are horrible people. Everything's being torched now. That's what happens when you threaten something that looks more powerful than you, dumbass. These things, these Harfoots, this show, just don't learn from shit. Yeah, you done fucked up. And then you scared away the only person that could potentially fucking do anything about this shit. Good job. Y'all's armor's impressively clean, having come from ash and volcano. From a volcanic eruption, I mean. Wait, they're just gonna leave? They sailed all that way, lost that many people just to tuck tail and run? Well, they're just gonna let the horse run, or are they gonna kill the horse? That could be used as an ad for Spirit. For the live action Spirit. Now he's blaming Galadriel. You chose to go. Don't do that shit, I swear. It's always a blame game. It's always a juggling contest. Ridiculous. I haven't seen the Black Elf, which I presume is with the boy's mom. They haven't shown up at all, so they must have got separated after the volcanic explosion, which is what I'm guessing episode 8 is going to be about. You don't go peeping into tents, bro. That's a little creepy. Oh, it's the hospital. Okay. Ugh. Stitches. Not even good stitches. The wound's still open. Yeah. Yeah, your leg is gone, brother. That wouldn't be your mom. Come on, bro. She was shot by a couple of arrows. And the volcano didn't help anything. Okay, there she is. Never mind. Your shoulder, sweetheart. I think the thing this show suffered. Well, I'll mention that later, I guess. Where's Black Elf? Where's he at? There he is. Ah, got new threads. Nice, dude. Still ashy, though. Yeah, this is definitely a filler episode. That's not the best thing, though. Watching your soaps? Kinda. I guess you could call it a soap. Oh, man. The fact that we use Lord of the Rings and soap opera together hurts. But thanks for popping in, Nikki Cunningham. Oh, you voted too. Okay. So stream. Okay. That works. Nikki Cunningham. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know. Did you pop in before? Leave a comment on something? Your name sounds familiar. Okay, so Galadriel just showed up. The dude who completely signed up with her is now saying, fuck it, done with her. Never should have let the elf on board. It's like, well, you kind of chose to. Live is best? Okay. What about these reaction things? I do it so that way if you guys have it, I might have. Oh, okay. I want to do reactions live because that way, you know, if you guys have it, we can kind of do like a watch together type thing. But yeah, as far as games go, what about games? Because that's what I primarily do. Live stream with that too. What do you think? And Nikki, have you watched any of these? Are you caught up? Because when this is over, I'm gonna do a review type thing. So I don't wanna spoil it for you if you're enjoying the show. Yeah. So okay, Queen's pissed. Holy shit, we got some emotion from Galadriel. Holy shit. Depends on what kind of game. I play everything. I literally play everything. Yes, you are? Okay, good. So the queen lost her vision, and she's all fired up and ready to start a war. Man, this show has one big problem, and we'll discuss it after the episode's over. So the dude lost his son, and now rather than wanting revenge or wanting to fight, even though he's a soldier, which makes no sense, he wants to tuck tail and run. You're right. You don't just have weeping; you have leaving everybody behind. These har. What do you think, Nikki? What do you think? What do you think of these Harfoots? Since you said you're caught up, honest opinion. What do you think of the Harfoots? There's no judgments here, just opinions. They used the line from the trailer. Heart's bigger than our feet. That's saying something considering how big their feet are. Someone else just popped in. Thank you. How's it going? Go ahead and leave a comment. We'll talk while the show's going and stuff. That's why I'm doing these live. Have a little discussion going on. Oh, here goes the double Hobbit story. The two friends going off on an adventure type thing. So, uh oh. Looks like it's a whole family thing. Not a huge. Hold on, let me pause this so I can actually read this. Oh, I'm watching on my Xbox. I gotta turn my controller back on. 1 second. There we go. Oh, we got like 20 minutes left. Nikki says, not a huge fan of Harfoots. I think Amazon missed an opportunity to show more interesting early hobbits like Onhides and Stewarts. You know a lot more than I do. I'm coming at this as a normie. And pardon my language, but I'm bored as fuck. Not gonna lie. Like there's nothing captivating in this show. Like the one action scene they had in the last one was so poorly done. Like if you watch oh, what's that part? Galadriel is riding her horse and she swings. She does that whole, side saddle thing. Side of the horse, not side saddle, because she was, the side of the whole fucking horse, not just the saddle. But she swings and she's off by like a good amount of distance. That sword's not that big. And then the dude's head just explodes. Like that don't make sense. And then you got the fight in the village where they're corralled in where the villagers corral the orcs in that area with the fire wagons on front and back. There are ways between the houses that they can escape it, and they just don't. And then right after that, whenever they're fighting, or no, it's right after they get done fighting, they check the bodies and they see that that's the other villagers that went to what's his name, Andar. See, I can't even remember names, but they go over. It was those people that were traitors, and then they just think, okay, well, we're just gonna stand here and do with this shit. Whenever they know there's probably a forest full of orcs waiting, makes no sense, no sense. But yeah, I do have a live reaction up for my last one. Also, I don't know who this show is for. Normies don't like it because they don't know Tolkien, and to Tolkien fans, it's offensive. I think. Should I talk about this now? Yeah, since you brought it up. I don't even know. I think it's theirs. You know what I mean? It's not for normies and it's not for Tolkien fans. It's what they want it to be. You see that a lot with like Marvel right now. It's not based off of what normies like. Like let's take She-Hulk for example. Never seen it. Have no intentions on watching it, but I watch clips. I watch reviews on both sides because I want to get the full picture. I don't just pick one side. And it's not the same character from the comic books, but it's not the same quality as like the Marvel movies up until Endgame. So it's not the same quality. It's not the same thing. So that would take away, since it's not the same quality, it's going to take away the normies, the ones that just go there for the wow factor of a Marvel movie. And since it's not based around the same character that was developed in like the comic books and stuff, it's going to take away the people that are Marvel fans. So it's like the directors get a hold of something and they're like, okay, well, what can I do with this character, this franchise, this story? And it's based off of theirs. So I think it's a lot of selfish. I don't know if selfish is the right word, but opinionated works. It's based off of their perspective, not the actual fans. And I don't know why, because if you offend the normies, that's like half of your audience. Like a show, especially something that's this big, like Lord of the Rings, Marvel, DC, Star Wars. What's another big one? Shit, we'll throw Pokemon or something in there. Mario's got a movie coming out here pretty soon. I think next year actually. If there's two audiences. There's people that are fans and there's normies. That's it. Because nobody's gonna go to a movie that's based off of a franchise and not look for something. Like normies would look for an entertainment wow factor. Like with Marvel, explosions, visuals, superheroes doing shit, crazy supervillains. But you got the fans that have been fans of the comic books, cartoons, whatever the case may be growing up, and then they go for that. So there's fans and then there's normies. That's it. That's all you got. And if you can't appease to either one of them, you're fucked. That's your bread and butter. It's boring to normies. Dude, normie, right here. Dude, straight up. It's definitely boring. And that's kind of what I was just saying. If it doesn't appeal to normies or fans, then you're screwed. Especially on a streaming platform. And how much each one of these episodes costs? I think, what is it? Is it 60 million per episode? Something like that? Dude, Nikki, did you watch the you said you're caught up. So do you remember the scene where they're breaking through and then in the cave, Elrond and Durin, and they show the rocks fall? That was like some TV horrible, like minimum budget rocks right there. And I'm not trying to nitpick, because they're fucking rocks. But at the same time, with how much money goes into this, and it wouldn't have been so bad if the rocks had been like, not at eye level, but when it's at eye level, like right there in the middle of the screen, man, that'll pull you out quicker than hell. But we got like 10-ish, maybe 20 minutes left, so try to get through this. But go ahead and keep posting. We'll have ourselves a bit of a discussion after the show's over, I guess. Well, it puts the mithril on its skin, or it gets the Melkor again. Yeah, like the the mithril didn't even touch that leaf on the table. It was a proximity thing. How does that work? I don't get that. And why wouldn't the king dwarf want to help the elves? Like I get he said that everything's got its time, everything's got its whatever, but it's like okay, but they're allies, and they even offered to not sponsor to aid them for like 500 years. I'm sorry, but if I lived as long as these things did, the elves and the dwarves and shit, and I had someone offer supplies for 500 years for a rock, yeah, that just don't make sense to me. And how is she walking? She got shot in the shoulder and lost a shit ton of blood. Fresh land, fresh water, huh? Where? And the sky is clear. Like, how far away from where Mount Doom blew up, or presumably Mount Doom? Everybody says it's Mount Doom. How far away did that explosion happen? Why not just heal the elves with that piece of mithril like a medical instrument from Star Trek? You got a point there. You got a point. I don't know. You seem to know a little bit more than me. Does it run out of that magical stuff? Does it? Does it run out? Like, will the rock dry up or whatever? Maybe that's why. I mean, I'm not trying to find these guys an excuse because, yeah, you're absolutely right. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this show that don't make sense. And they finally just showed Halbrand. He got stabbed or something. What do you think of Galadriel? While I got you here, what do you think of her? And we'll do character and actor based off the show. We won't touch the movies. Mithril thing is completely made up. That isn't in the. No, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Like I told you, they had a franchise. They decided that they were gonna do their own kind of fucking story with it. Didn't matter how much they pissed off normies or the fans. They wanted to do their own thing. Everything else, God forbid. So now they're adding shit like Harfoots. They can't use the word Hobbit, so they made Hardfoots. And now you got this mithril thing. That's another thing that don't make sense. You got this Halbrand dude that just comes out of nowhere to a village that nobody remembers who he is or whatever. And then they see a little bag that has the symbol on it for their king. It's like, okay, it could have been stolen, could have been grave robbery, could have been a couple of different things. But they're just like, "Are you the king?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the king." And then all of a sudden it's like, "Woo!" And then they bow and shit. And it's like, it makes no sense. Like, why would you just throw yourself behind some random ass person? I think Galadriel is Hollywood's vision of what women should be: rude and insufferable. I completely agree with you. And stone faced, like rude. Oh yeah, rude for sure. Like it's my way or the highway type thing, and it's sufferable for sure. But where's the emotion? That's my thing. Why would they get somebody that's so stone faced? And the dwarves just popped up, so that makes stone faced even funnier. But she has the emotional range of a brick. Also, why is Disa the only one that has differently colored eyes? Did you notice that, Nikki? She's the only one that has different colored eyes. All the other ones are normal, but hers are these like shiny fucking things. Like she's like a vampire from a 80s movie. She's got the contacts and shit in. You know what I think? I got a theory. I think she's supposed to be Sauron. How do they go from Kate Blanchett to this? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It is ridiculous. They're nothing alike. They don't have the same personality. They don't have this shit. They don't even fucking look the same. Like none of it. None of it makes sense. None of it. No, but I do honestly think they're gonna try and make Disa Sauron. I mean, a lot of people. I don't know if you're familiar with Nerdrotic, but he's a big Lord of the Rings guy. He would be considered a fan. He's not a normie. Um, he was talking about how they're trying to make Halbrand. What was that? Something interesting finally happened. Ah, and there it is. The snippet to bring in for the next episode. The Balrog. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I got distracted by the Balrog. Oh, Disa making her Sauron. I think that's what they might do. I got a fucking baby fly that won't leave me alone. But yeah, Nerdrotic was talking about how it looks like they're gonna make Halbrand Sauron, and they're like getting him all buddy buddy with Galadriel. They're like, maybe. Well, at least Nerdrotic is king. Halbrand is Sauron. Do you really think so? Do you really think Halbrand is Sauron? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. Again, I'm not calling Nerdrotic out because Nerdrotic. I suppose I think he said that he knows what's gonna happen. Him and Az Heels versus Babyface. That they know what's gonna happen in the next episodes or whatever. And I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, I'll be right back. Damn it. Okay, bear with me for a second. I gotta take a phone call. It's my mother, and I'll be right back. Okay, that was not fun. Phone calls, family, mothers. Let me bring this back up. I'll explain once you finish the episode. Okay, well, just finished the episode. I don't know why my phone is frozen. Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought my phone died again. Okay. Sauron is the deceiver, kind of like Palpatine. Thank you for using Star Wars. I'm more of a Star Wars person than I am Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I just finished the episode. I'm going to skip through, see if there's an end scene. Does not look like it. Okay. You know how sneaky most people are with throwing in a scene at the end of the credits, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss that. But okay. The episode was boring. Nothing happened. It was another filler episode, which is not good whenever it's episode 7 of 8. And for your first season. It makes no sense for it to be this boring. I can honestly sit here and tell anybody who's watching now, anybody who's watching later, that I have never seen a show where the second to last episode is this boring. Notice how Halbrand is now on his way to Linden. Yes? Again, I'm a normie, so I heard that, and yes? Didn't they say whenever they started this show that they were gonna try and make it to where Halbrand was supposed to be like a knockoff Aragorn? Vito's character. I know you more than likely know that was Vito. I just don't know if I was pronouncing the name right, so I wanted to make sure that I got the point across. But yeah, I don't know. If they are, they're doing a horrible job. They're doing nothing about him stands out. Maybe that's the point. They're trying to make it to where he's. I mean, you said where is it? Sauron is the deceiver. Yeah. I don't know. He's playing a long fucking game. Because now Mount Doom blew up and is covering the Southlands. He's got Mordor. Halbrand Sauron crafts the rings inland. Oh, okay. Okay, but for the show, that don't make sense. Because I can't remember if it was Az or Nerdrotic. What was that they said? Oh, we're not going to see the formation of the rings in the show. I don't know if they meant just this season, and they misspoke. Hold on, I got the hiccups for whatever reason. One second. Okay. They said that we're not going to see the rings. Oh, wait, is Linden where, I'm pretty sure it's Celebrimbor. And Elrond were building that forge. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fucking baby flies, I swear to Jesus. I'm gonna get some fly tape in this bitch. Or I'm gonna get a gecko. I haven't decided which. Probably the gecko. But, I see you have good taste in content creators. Yeah, I try. Yes, in this season we won't see them crafted. Okay. And if I recall from Nerdrotic's video, I think this is an older one at this point. This is like, what, 3,000 years before the first movie? Like the first movie, not The Hobbit. It might have been The Hobbit. I don't remember. He didn't specify. He just said the first movie. Man, I don't know. I can see them doing Halbrand, but I don't know. They're just not setting him up. I mean, if you're gonna set up the villain, the big villain for a franchise, I mean, yeah, like nothing about him stands out. Yes, and Linden now Halbrand is headed there for Elvish medicine. Okay. I must have missed that. Must have been talking or something, but I heard he was going to Linden, and I heard her mention Elvish medicine. So I guess 1 + 1 is usually 2 or whatever. But I don't know. There's nothing. I mean, if they're planning on making Halbrand Sauron, and again, I'm not questioning whether it's an actual thing or not. Unfortunately, I think we're too soon into it. I mean, they're definitely being like, "Hey, Sauron," um, but I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to see him doing this just to figure out what she's been doing because she's been hunting him for so long. I mean, that would be a nice twist, but I don't think the developers of the show or producers or whatever are smart enough to do that. Based off the dialogue and based off how these episodes are edited together. Um, I don't know. I don't know if they're okay. They're doing a really bad job setting up Halbrand as Sauron, as I mentioned before. Uh, I don't know. I mean, whenever you so if you've watched Nerdrotic, you've probably seen a couple of Geeks and Gamers stuff too. Um, Jeremy and or D Day Cobra, and then Ryan Kinnell, Arcade Outpost. I can't remember if it was one of them, Nerdrotic or Az, but they mentioned or they watched a clip with the woman who plays Deesa's character, and Deesa's not been in this long enough to be a relevant character, but the way she was talking in the interview, and of course, people these days in politics, and then the whole identity politics bullshit, SJW, whatever terminology you want to use, they she made it seem like she was more important uh, than a lot of the other characters. There's got to be a reason behind that, unless they're talking about seasons down the road. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be some context that's maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. But it's just weird. She's the only one with the fucked up eyes. Like when you see eyes that are like that, like hers that are orange, where the pupils, bright color, it's usually an indication of like some kind of monster, some kind of evil entity. Something's different about her. And then she's able to sing to the rocks to figure out where it's safe to, uh, you know, go through, cut down, chip through, mine through. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. I mean, I don't know how she'd be able to do that unless there was something there. And as far as Deceiver goes, I mean, who would think it'd be Disa? And she's just weird. She's just awkward. Hey, but if they make one of the Harfoots fucking Sauron like as a twist, I'm done. Like I am done with this show. I swear, if they do that with one of the Harfoots, I'm done. Nope, completely done. So, what do you think of the show so far? Obviously, you don't sound like a fan. Are you enjoying it a little bit? Are you like past the point of no return where you're just gonna finish out the season then be done with it? Or are you gonna keep watching it? Like what are we looking at here? What are we discussing here? What was the sword Frodo's sword? If DC is Sauron, I'll laugh so hard. That's what I'm saying. It'll be entertaining as shit. I I I don't want it. Trust me, for the love of God, I don't want Disa to be Sauron because that would be stupid. Again, when saying stupid for this show is not being very specific, but uh, considering the whole thing's stupid. But if they make oh yeah, I'll be laughing my ass off, and it'll be the best show ever just for stupidity, just for stupidity. You gotta admit that'd be a not interesting. It'd be a different twist. It offends me as a Tolkienite and as a woman. Okay, okay, I can see that. I can see that. Queen 2? I know a lot of people are talking about that Queen. Like they changed. I guess Tolkien said that she was white as snow. She was. Uh, I think she didn't get to become queen or something like that. I think he. Again, I've watched your drag video like a while ago. I don't know. It might even have been one of his recent ones, but he was talking about the queen and how she like didn't become queen, or she had to earn to become queen, something like that. And in this, she's just the queen. You know, there's no setup. And then what about her sacrificing the baby in that vision or whatever? What do you think of that? I mean, there wasn't even no motherly instinct that is ingrained in a lot of women. You know, the preservation of children, the future, whatever the case may be. You know, there was none of that in that scene. I don't know. I think they don't have enough payoff. Like every single one of these episodes, they don't. There's no flow. It's just like here, 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 and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about earlier. As one of the biggest gripes I have with this show is the time. The time frames make no sense with how this is set up because they went from Numenor to Middle Earth, which I think one of the guys I watched, it was probably Nerdrotic, said it was like, or might have been Critical Drinker, was talking about how it's like hundreds of miles between the island and then Middle Earth, and then from the point where they would have to land on Middle Earth to get to the village was like, I want to say it was about 1,000 total, not between the island and then the Middle Earth, but I think it was total. Like, I don't know. The show's just the flow's not there. It's not cohesive. Again, it shows it's poorly written. That's for damn sure. The characters suck. The story sucks. Um, I don't know if they're following anything from the book because I haven't read the. Was it the Cimmerillion? Is that what it's called? Um, yeah. So I don't even know if they're even trying to do something from the book, but it's not fun. It's not interesting. Again, I'm coming at this as a normie. I don't know all the back ends. I don't know all this shit. So when I'm watching it, I'm looking for story and I'm looking for entertainment. That's what I'm looking for. It's got none of that. They're trying to pull of a Duffer Brothers, Stranger Things, like converging plots. The only problem is they have no talent and are terrible at casting. I can agree to that 110%. I like. Don't get me wrong. I could totally tell that they're doing the whole converging plotline shit between them all, but how's that going to pay off in the end? Like the Harfoots, horrible. I mean, if the Harfoots met up with the elves, what's going to happen there? If the Harfoots and the humans met up, I mean, what are the Harfoots going to do? I mean, even if they had some big battle where they helped in a war or something, I think it would have been mentioned in one of the Lord of the Rings movies or in The Hobbit. You know, it was like well, our kind used to do such and such. And I haven't seen the extended version, so I don't know if it's ever mentioned or whatever. But it's like the converging thing don't really make sense. I mean, the humans and the elves are primarily the ones who were in the combat scenarios, at least from the movies. Read Hobbit first, then Lord, then assume. Don't jump in with assume. You'll be overwhelmed. Okay, I might have the Hobbit actually. I think I have the Hobbit. Is it just one book for the Hobbit? Like the books? I know there's 3 movies, but is there like one book for the Hobbit? Or are there 3? I'm guessing there'd be 3 because there's 3 movies, different titles. Take it that means different books. But yeah, I don't know. This show's just extraordinarily boring. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Not good. No, no bueno. That's for damn sure. How long has this stream been going? Holy shit, I'm almost at 2 hours. Damn. Okay, read Hobbit first, then Loader. I'm gonna see if my local Barnes and Noble has them. They should, with how popular they are. The only thing that's really annoying too is I don't want the ones that have the Rings of Power cover put on them. That is sacrilegious in my opinion. That is just horrible. Like now they're only going to produce like the books with those covers, and it's a slap in the face to Tolkien. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping, I was hoping against hope because the last episode was stupid, but it was probably the best one they've had so far. I mean, like, by far the best one. And it was stupid still. One book for The Hobbit, three for Lord. Oh, okay. Okay. That's doable. That's doable. All right. So now I got a little bit of homework. Gonna go read those books. I gotta find those books, which shouldn't be terribly too hard, but I am going to end the stream here. Thank you, Nikki, for popping in. Hopefully you stick around. I'm going to be doing one of these every week for Lord of the Rings when it comes out. I don't even want to say Lord of the Rings in the title. Rings of Power. But we got one more episode, and then I don't know when they're going to be dropping season 2, or God forbid there's a season 2. Listen to them audiobook style on YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay. I can do that. Hell yeah. For sure. Thank you. I did not know they put the audiobooks on YouTube. I figured there'd be some copyright or some kind of illegality to throwing them on YouTube. But okay, I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for popping in, Nikki. I know you've been here for a bit. Gotta go get the kids. See you next time. All right, that sounds good. I'm dipping out as well. Thanks for popping in, by the way. And hopefully I'll catch you in another live stream. But yeah, thanks to anybody who watched. Thanks for anybody who popped in. Don't forget, Nerdrotic's doing Friday Night Tights tonight. I'm going to go watch that after I go get some dinner because it's been a long day. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.